raccoons, I hope you're doing well. I made a video on how to make an origami box. It's supposed to just be fun if you want to try it out. Sometimes I'm not great at describing things, so if you need to, you definitely can slow down the video or pause it or back up a few steps if you get behind. Sometimes when I describe things, I know I'm not like always totally clear with my instructions. If it doesn't make sense and you get frustrated, you can probably check out a different video on how to make an origami box. Anyway, my project only uses one piece of white printer paper, some markers, and a pair of scissors, and that's it. That's all you need. I hope you have fun with it. It's just a fun, creative option in case you want to do it. Check it out. Here it is. All right, guys, so this video is all about making an origami box using one piece of printer paper, some safety scissors, and something to color with, like markers or crayons, whatever your choice is. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the piece of printer paper and we're going to take one of the corners and we're going to do a diagonal fold so that the short straight edge is going to meet up with this long edge right here. We're just going to do it as neatly as we possibly can. And once those edges are lined up, we can crease the paper. And then we end up with a whole bunch of leftover over here. That we need to cut off because traditionally origami uses a square piece of paper and there's not supposed to be any cutting, any gluing, or any taping at all. So we have to cut just a little bit just to get our paper to be square. There is a such thing as origami paper that you could buy from the store, but I'm gonna guess that everybody that's watching this video probably doesn't have that. All right, so now I've got my paper and I am going to go ahead and color it and decorate it just to make this project a little bit more fun and a little bit more interesting. You can decorate it any way you like. It doesn't have to look like anything. I'm just going to use a whole bunch of colors that I like together and designs that I think are cool. You can do this however you would like. Most of the time when I choose colors for a project, I choose what's called a color scheme. That means those are just colors that look really good together. In this project, I picked an analogous color scheme. Analogous colors are colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So green is on one side of yellow and orange is on the other. So those are analogous colors. You could choose a warm color scheme or a cool color scheme. Cool colors would be blue, green, and violet. Warm colors would be red, yellow, and orange. All right, I'm done decorating my paper. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start folding. The first thing we're gonna do is turn over our paper, and we already have a diagonal fold right there. I'm gonna go ahead and refold it. And then open it back up. Then I need to do another diagonal fold the opposite way. So I'm gonna take this corner and I'm gonna fold it up to the opposite corner and make that crease. When you open it up, you should have an X in the middle of your paper. Then what I'm going to do is take this corner here and I am going to try to make that corner meet up right where those fold lines cross. And then I'll make a crease. Then I'm going to do it the same thing on the next corner. I have to make sure though that this flap, this edge of this paper here, does not overlap the edge of that paper over there. So I want to do it as neatly as possible. One trick you can use is to line up this little fold right there. Line up that line with the line that continues. If I go too fast at any time, go ahead and just pause one of the steps until you catch up. Or you can always rewind and go back. All right, So now that I've got all of those corners folded over, I should have an X right there. And now what I'm going to do is open up this flap, and I'm going to fold this corner to meet up where these two creases cross. Right there. And then I'll fold this back over like that. Then I'll turn it and do the next one. So this corner meets up where those two fold lines cross. And then I'll fold that over. And this one. And the last one, just like that. And now it kind of looks like a picture frame. What I'm going to do next is turn it over so that it's nice and flat. And when I turn it over, I can see this crease and this crease. We're going to need to be able to see those because those are going to help us out in the next step. Because what I'm going to do is take this edge here and I'm going to fold this backwards so that this edge meets up with that crease down the middle of the paper. Then I'm going to turn it and do the same thing to the other side. All right, we're almost there. So now I'm going to undo that step that I just did. And we have a crease here, and a crease here. But we only have one going this way. So we're going to make another two that go that way by doing the same thing. So this edge is going to meet up with that crease. And then I'll turn it, and this edge will meet up with that crease and that edge. And now we have a football shape on top of a rectangle. So what we're going to do is lift the bottom of the football, and then you see this corner right here that has some of our design on it. That corner is going to get folded up, and then the football comes down. This corner is going to get folded up, and then the football comes down on top of it. Then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on this side. This part of the football comes up. This one gets folded, and the football can come back down. This corner goes up, and the football can come back down. All right, so now what I can do is take the top part of my football and the bottom part of my football, and I want to try to get my fingers in between both of those parts and pull them apart. And then what I just have to do with my hands is kind of just shape the inside of my box and crease the corners. And now I have an origami box. Have fun with this one. Don't get too stressed out about it. And if you need help, just email me. Let me know. All right. Have an awesome day. Stay golden, raccoons.